A man decides he wants to marry a single mom, and guess who's mad? Men who ain't got shit to do with it. Let's get into it and watch this video, or these videos.
I was a single man with no kids and ended up dating and marrying a single mother who had 4 kids and had multiple baby dads, all within a 2-month time. She didn't have a great job making a lot of money, and she was always broke. When I go over to her place, it was always trash. There was toys and junk all over the floor. So she had no fancy career. She had no money in the bank. She had 4 kids, multiple baby dads. She didn't really cook, and her place was always trashed. A lot of men watching this video is probably gonna think I'm really stupid, and I'm waiting for y'all comments. But for somebody like me who's informed and educated, that is what it's like to be a single mom. And believe it or not, a lot of stay-at-home moms too. Single mothers and stay-at-home moms has to get up early, get their kids ready, get them out of the house, work all day, pick the kids back up, come home, cook, clean. It's a lot of work. It's even more frustrating for a stay-at-home mom who has this whole other adult who can help her with that load before he goes to work or even when he gets home from it. So when I started dating my wife and I saw these things, I did not bash her. That would be wrong of me.
So, and now that we watched that, let's also watch these videos.
A lot of men are mad that I married a single woman with 4 kids. It's crazy how many comments there are. A lot of guys are saying that I'm desperate, I'm a simp, and a whole bunch of other disgusting stuff that I can't even say on here. And I'm like, dude, you need to calm down and relax. Let me add some fuel to this fire though. I was single with no kids in New York. My wife lived in Florida. I left New York to move to Florida. I had family, I had friends, I had a nice apartment and a good paying job, and I left all of that to be with this woman. I'm gonna wait for a whole bunch of other guys to call me a bigger idiot. Now let me tell you what's happened since I married my wife to this very day. My wife became an entrepreneur. She has her own business. It ended up being so successful, people wanted to interview.
47.
And are you single?
I do have a man.
So you're married.
I'm engaged.
How much did your fiance spend on your engagement ring?
That's a good question. I don't know. You tell me. What do you think?
Let's just say that's not my ballpark.
$125,000.
100?
I'm reading the comments, and a lot of men are very angry with this woman and this man. The comments that I have read that were from men were outrageous. We got a lot of, you paid $125,000 for a ran through woman. How do you know she's ran through? She was in the comments fighting back, and she was saying, I was married, got divorced, and I'm remarrying. In what world is she ran through? In this ideology that older women have higher body counts, that's not the case. Back in the day, you were shamed for being a slut. Nowadays, you're liberated on it. So with that being said, a 24-year-old probably has a higher body count than a 42-year-old, because when the 42-year-old was young, it was not celebrated to be sleeping with umpteen men. This is what I mean when I say a lot of y'all don't want to see people happy, you want to see people suffer. Now, if I had a child, I would not want my child to marry and date a single mom. But if he did, I'm not going to bully him or shame him or harass him. Should we shame, bully, and harass you for wanting to be with that girl who's 10 years younger? You don't like it. Should we shame and bully you for wanting to sleep with that girl and not marry her and use her for sex and lead her on? You wouldn't like it. It's a lot of, it's not that I'm happy for you. I want that woman to be alone, because that's the plan I have for her. And her finding love tears down the talking points that Kevin Samuels and other podcasters told me. I am not God, nor do I want to be. But one thing about it, I'm not going to tear down somebody, to attack them. Do I think this guy is making a dumbass decision? Absolutely. But who am I to tell another grown-ass person what they should and should not be doing if they want to do it and they are all into it? That man who married that woman and moved across the world, he seems as if he knows, as long as both parties are consenting and they know what they're doing and they know what they're getting themselves into, we're not God. Because you wouldn't do it, that doesn't mean somebody else wouldn't do it. It's almost like when I posted my boyfriend putting $10,000 on my car, I literally had to take the fucking post down off TikTok, because the amount of men that were in my comments calling me a sex worker, a hoe, when I was in a consensual relationship with somebody. The comments I was getting, you gonna do all this for a black girl, you could have did this for a white girl, and this is from black men. The jealousy, the bitterness. And my thing is, while you got your dick in your hand watching red pill content, repeating the same talking points, she's out there getting married to a man who decided to buy her a $125,000 ring. Get your dick out your hand, excuse my language, and start applying those steps in your real life instead of being keyboard warriors. You too can buy your woman an $125,000 ring, the woman of your desire. I don't get the bullying, the beef y'all have, the one-sided beef y'all have with single moms. I don't get it. I'm not a single mom. I have no children. But the beef y'all have with them scares the hell out of me. Y'all think men should have higher standards. I agree. I agree 100%. I think that, man, if you're childless, stay the fuck away from a single mom of 4. But the bullying, oh, we're allowed to have our opinion. It's the difference between having your opinion and bullying. Like, when I got my car, you're just a hoe who's good enough for a used, you gonna give her used hole in that flat ass and all the, just say, oh, I wouldn't do it for my girlfriend. Kudos to you. It ain't my money. Gilbert Arenas was so mad that Drea Michelle got with that 22-year-old basketball player. He was pissed. And the man was married. Went on live with another married man to discuss a woman that he claims he doesn't want. If you don't want her and somebody else got her, be happy for her. Because you ain't want her anyway. You don't want the single moms. Somebody took the trash off your shoulders. Be happy she's out the game. She's out the game. You know what's crazy? I got a friend, right? I got a friend. I'm not going to say her name, but she's a single mom of 3. She gets more action than me. She's actually going on a date tonight. The man has kids also. He's paying for her babysitter and his. He's a single dad. She's a single mom. So she can go out and see with him. I'm like, don't post that because you're going to get attacked. What votes for you may not go for the next man. And that's okay. But it's like, I need to understand from men. I want men to talk about, this is not me shaming y'all. This is not me bashing y'all. What is the beef, bro? What is the beef?